Hello everybody and welcome to Galmore's Game Vault, where this week we will be playing XCOM UFO Defense, where you command a secret task force defending Earth from alien invasion, balancing base building and research with tense turn-based tactical battles. Soldiers die permanently, aliens haunt your nightmares, and every mission feels like life or death. I put close to 50 hours into this classic back when it was first released in 1994, and even managed to solve it. Since then, it has spawned several sequels such as Terror from the Deep, Apocalypse, and Interceptor, plus the modern reboot, XCOM Enemy Unknown. You can still play the original today on Steam and GOG. Now let's jump in and see what the gameplay looks like.
Warning. Warning. UFO detected.
Well, let's start by choosing our language, which will be English because I don't know any other language. We're going to do a new game. I'm going to go with veteran. Just don't be too hard on me if I lose a lot of soldiers. So the first thing we're going to do is pick our base. And I am going to go with Washington. And it's not just because I'm American and that's our capital, but it's a really good central place. You get a lot of Canada, Mexico, and the USA. And North America is one of the biggest funders when the game begins. I want to be right on top of Washington. Just like that. And we're going to call our base XCOM Prime. And as soon as you place your base, the timer starts ticking. So let's go into the base, and there are a couple of different things that we need to strategize here. The first thing we want to do, we have $4.1 million, which seems like a lot of money, but we burn through it fast. So we're going to start by building some improvements. We're going to start with a large radar system, and I'll just plop that there. And this will allow us to see further out. We're going to do some general stores because we just need more room. And we're going to do some living quarters as well. And we're going to do a second lab. There we go. And the next thing we're going to do is research. And first thing you always want to do laser weapons for your first project. Now, we have 50 laboratory, but we only have 10 scientists. So I'm just going to use all of them there. And then we're going to bring some new recruits in. So one of the problems you have with your living quarters is you only have room for so many. Although I would love to get to 50 scientists. We just don't have the living space right now. To wait for that living quarters to be built. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is I'm going to pick up 6 more soldiers because we have 8 right now, and that'll give us a full complement for the Sky Ranger, and that leaves us with 16 more slots for scientists. You see it says not enough living space. The other thing is the Stingray missiles kind of suck. So I'm going to buy 2 avalanche launchers, and let's get 4 avalanche missiles. Let's just leave it the way it is right now and wait for our new people to show up. Okay, so we have a UFO, very small, very low. Right there. So we're going to send our interceptor there. And we're going to standard attack. Yeah, I don't know how much gas I have. Alright, yeah, let's return to base. He's out of fuel, or he's running low on fuel. I want to make sure he has enough to get home. So that one got away. Okay, there's our avalanche launcher and missile. What we're gonna do is go to our base. We're going to equip our crafts. And we're gonna put avalanche missiles here. And you also avalanche missiles. Alrighty. Go back to our geoscape. Alright, there are our new recruits and our scientists. We're going to go to 5 seconds. And I am going to... Let's go with our medikit. And let's allocate... I'm going to allocate... we'll split it 13 and 13. Come up here, give these guys a few more scientists. And there we go. So I will come back in a moment. I'm going to work through these soldiers and find out who's going to be best specializing for what. All right, folks, we are back. And I took some time to do some really good research and set these guys up. You'll notice as we go through, they all have new 2-letter codes next to them. This is a way to remind me of what their specialty is. RF is a rifleman, HV is heavy, SC is scout, MU is mule, SN is sniper, and OF is officer. So let's get these guys loaded up. We equip the Sky Ranger with our new crew. And then we're going to stock up on our supplies. So let me place an order. I'm going to do purchase. And let's see, we're going to need 3 more rifles. I'm going to need 9 more clips. Gonna need some high explosive ammo for our heavy cannon. Oh, only 1. We don't need 2. Auto cannon, that's what we need 2 of. Actually need 3. Grenades, just need to get 1 more for right now. And smoke grenades, we need 10. And finally, electro flares. I'm going to grab 4 just in the event we have a night shot. Alright, order is placed. Let's see what happens. Research completed. We now have laser, so we're going to do laser pistol, which is going to allow us to get laser rifle. Laser pistol isn't all that useful, but it is a qualifier for laser rifles. Alright, there's our goodies, so let's hit there. And let's get our Sky Ranger properly equipped now. Equip craft. Okay, that should do it. Now we wait. Alright, we have a UFO. Let's intercept. Interceptor 1. We're going to go with a standard attack. And as you can see, the avalanche missiles have a much better range. Excellent. And it's daytime, which is even better. So let's intercept the crash site with our Sky Ranger. Now here's the pain. These guys are not in their proper order. So my heavy, no, you're not going to have that. No. You're fine. Pretty much everyone gets rifles except for our heavies. Alright, so Nikolai, you are a scout, so we're not going to have you do any of this stuff. You get a rifle. And I'll need to get you a clip. You also get a rifle. And you also get a rifle. Tuka, you get the heavy cannon. Is that this? Yes, that's a heavy cannon. That's autocannon. This is heavy cannon. Go Rambo style. You do not need these clips. Scout, I'm going to give you an electro flare. Though it's daytime, so you're not really going to need this. Mule, you get an electric flare as well. Heavy Jungo. You're a rocket man. So you don't need the clip. You're pack mule, so I'm going to give you a flare. You're a sniper, you're good. Rifle, you are autocannon heavy. So we pick the heavies and the autos. They don't need to have as much firing accuracy. Let's make sure that you guys have some clips. And you are a scout, so we'll give you a flare. And make sure you have a clip. And make sure you have a clip. Alright, I think we're ready. Alright, so the first thing they always recommend you do is throw out a smoke grenade. So we're going to go here. We're going to grab our smoke grenade. We're going to throw. I'm going to prime it. 0. And we're going to throw it right there. And we'll just move forward. I think we'll just skip the turn. There we go. Nice and smoky. Alright, so these guys are our scouts. They're the ones that do all the traveling. Alright, you are a rifleman. So I'm going to have you go this way. out. And you right here. Oh. I don't know if you've got enough round. Yeah, you do. Okay. So you have aim shot, snapshot, auto shot. You can see the different accuracies. I do not believe I have. I've only got 30 move points. So I can't do the aim shot. I could do the snapshot, or I could do the auto shot. Snapshot's more accurate, but you only get one shot. Auto shot is less accurate, but you get 3 shots. I'm going to go with auto shot. And that was terrible. Okay. I'll have you sit. Next guy, please. Now we kind of know where he's at, so I'll bring you to here. Alright. Let's try a snapshot with you. And you missed too. Good lord. Alright. Guys, you suck. He's our rocket launcher. I'm not ready to use him yet, though. So he can just sit and chill. Alright, let's bring you to here. Crouch. Oh, there's the UFO crash site. Okay, that's good. If you crouch. No. Yeah, that was one of the problems with these games back in the day, is controlling them. And it doesn't hurt to save the shots. You can actually set up the move where you can do save for snapshot, aimed shot, or auto shot. If an alien shows up, they have a chance of getting a shot off. For now, I think for the rest of these guys, we're just going to get them off the Sky Ranger. Finally, you. Alrighty. Next turn. Alright, so from here, I'm going to do a snapshot. Okay. I don't know where that came from, but... Okay, so you have enough, yeah, you have enough time units to crouch. Send you over here. Try a snapshot. Alright, there's one down. Let's come over here. Alright. There's 2 down. Okay. get off the Sky Ranger. Over to here. And of course you have other means of cover. She's our sniper. Let's see, can I bring you over here? No. Like I said, that was one of the problems with these games, is pathing was basic at best. Alright, next turn. That was dangerous. I'm going to reserve for a snapshot. Put this guy over here. Reserve for snapshot. You are good. You are good. All right. I think that's everyone. Yeah, I think so. All right. Did you see that one? And he's got his back turned, it looks like. So that should be a really easy shot right there. Seriously. You are a terrible shot. Okay, I guess you guys, you are going to have to come and save him. Please do not hit your companion. Well, okay, I can't shoot that. I think we're screwed. Maybe a snapshot. That was luck. That was very lucky. Alright. Crouch just in case. Crouch just in case. Crouch. No, you can't crouch. Okay. And you can't crouch either. Alright, let's have you guys move along. Okay. Alright. 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 You're a mule. Mules are fairly expendable. Okay. There's one. Parse it figures. Put you right here. Oh, we got two now. Now let's see if I can take this guy out. Should be able to do an aim shot. Of course, he's got cover. Alright, let's bring you over here. So this gets tricky. Because somebody needs to open that door. Now you don't need to reserve your time units for snapshot. Scout this way a little bit. I don't think you're going to be able to hit them, but we can try. Alright. No! Friendly fire was also an issue. Alrighty. Well, we had one casualty. That was friendly fire. But hey, it happens. So I'm going to have you go in here. Alright, no aliens. That's good. I don't know if we have anything left. I'm going to hit next. Done. Killed 4. We lost an XCOM operative, which was friendly fire. That's kind of stupid on my part. Alright. And I have 2 people that have been promoted. Yeah, I'm sure we don't have enough equipment to fully regroup squad. Let's get you home. He's wounded, so he's out of commission. We do have a squaddy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase 1 more soldier to replace our casualty. Well, let's hit the geoscape. Let's go a little bit longer. Where's our research at? Laser pistol is average. Why don't we get our general stores built? Research completed. Beautiful. We now have laser pistols. Nice. Laser rifle. That's what I'm talking about right there. And I'm not going to manufacture them. Alright, production of General Stores XCOM Prime is complete. Alright, let's get our soldier. Now that we have our new soldier, I think I want to wait until we get our living quarters built as well. There we go. There's our living quarters. Beautiful. Now, I can purchase another soldier. While we're at it, let's get some scientists, shall we? Let's get 4 scientists. I don't want to completely exhaust my funds. And let's get all those guys in. Alrighty. Now that I've got a full complement, you have to remember 1 guy was wounded. So I want to get the extra recruit, and this can happen in the future as well. So we want to make sure we have a little redundancy. Now that we have the living space, that's not a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to review our soldiers again, and then we'll come back in episode 2 and go from there. Until then, this is Galmore reminding you, you're never too old to game.